Have you found yourself with poor sleep quality? Have you found yourself tossing and turning at night and then waking up next day super exhausted, right? I've had bad sleeping hygiene habits through my lifetime. I just didn't never really created, a system of going to bed early, waking up early, all of that. Even though I'm in the self-improvement space, it took me a while to really dial into better habits when it comes to sleeping. And what I realized that as you get older, sleep is such a beautiful thing. And I know we sleep most of our lives, but there's something called deliberately making time to sleep and getting your nap in, right? Getting the deep REM sleep in. Because if you're like me and you're walking a lot, sprinting, weightlifting, training, right? If you're into the self improvement space, part of that also entails sleeping well. So you have to ask yourself, what are your sleep habits like, right? What are your sleep patterns like? And what's your environment? What does it induce? So my guilty pleasure as of these last few months was watching news obsessively. These elections were like a game 7 NBA finals match. You just didn't know where it's going to go. And you combine that with all the conspiracy theories and he said, she said, and the blame games and the propaganda, the Hollywood, right? Celebrities involved, and tweets going off, and Instagram being flooded with stuff, blue light, right? Scrolling. I mean, it got to the point where I had notifications on my phone turned on, and I just did a video about the elections being over. Now that it's over, there's always fear mongering going on, and I'm going this route is because I was guilty of staying up and watching the news, the elections, and being so close to it because I think these elections were so critical. I've never come across or encountered any election like this. This was a crazy one, man. It doesn't matter which side, left or right, you are, but uh, this was quite the ride and quite a change, globally as well. So, I did my part, what I need to do uh, to be a part of a change. But all of that aside, it was so crazy, the obsessive nature of what's next. And now that it's over, the same influences that I followed and was religiously attached to, right? They are moving on with their channels and their podcasts with the next hype. It's all news related. Now that he's in office, oh my God, did you see this? Or did you know that? Or you won't believe what happened. So all of these titles and fonts and thumbnails are so clickbaity that I used to get so caught up with watching these news outlets for hours and hours and hours. I was actually having my breakfast, lunch, dinner, watching this 24/7. I could have been doing other things with my life. I slowed down on making YouTube videos. You will see that I picked it up in the last few months. At least the last month or so, I've really picked up. After the elections, it's really gone up. My productivity is up, right? But I'm still winding off and feigning off of watching news and also just scrolling on Instagram, and turning off YouTube, right? Watching other walkers and intermittent fasting channels, which is very helpful too, by the way. I try to turn on light music, synthwave, or red light deep therapy sleeping music while winding down and brushing my teeth, flossing, having my shower, and giving my dog the last walk before we go to bed. And I will say this, that on the nights that I've slept like 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, let's just say I get 6 hours, I feel like crap. It feels like death. It feels like everything around me is so negative. I have all these overbearingly negative thoughts that take over my entire system, and I know that I just gotta sit tightly for the day. Oh, my watch again. I thought I was recording my outdoor walk. And I just have to sit it through and watch the storm pass. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like the world is going to end. And my anxiety goes off the roof when I don't get enough sleep. And so you have to know yourself, right? You have to know your body. You have to know your mind. And as I say, get your circadian rhythm in sync. And so for me, it was turning off the news, reducing my TV watch time, scroll time, and really thinking about sleep in a way that, hey, 90% of my recovery and muscle growth and fat burning actually happens while we sleep. And it's a fact. And what happens is, if I don't get my full 7-8 hours of sleep, sometimes 9, sometimes 10, I won't lie. Lately, 9 hours just feels amazing to me. That's a lot, right? But look at how productive I am. Look at how much I get done. Look at my channel. That's a sign of someone who's productive. Okay? So as I'm doing this, as I wind this video down, just a reminder that I am 49 years old. Okay? I'm not a spring chicken, even though I feel like it. That's why sleep is even more important to me. And that's where you can extend your lifespan, by paying attention to your sleep, because rest is critical to your body, your whole neurological system, your entire system. You are giving your body a gift. I'm walking fasted, 10,000 steps. I'm going to go hydrate with water. My third video. I may do another video if I take my dog to the dog park. But if there's anything you're taking out from this video, find the inspiration of that. If I can do it, you can do it. And then how do you plan to show up for yourself? If you start doing these things, like taking a walk, drinking enough water, and being mindful of your thoughts, your nutrition, your habits, you will build in the sleep as well. You will soon figure out all these things are complementary to each other and why it's critical to function, to your functionality. Okay? Back to my car. Man, she's a beauty. She is a beauty. Okay, till the next video, Mamba out.